Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome, my lovely people, to the new review of the third episode of the first season of Skylines on Netflix here at AfterBuzz TV in Los Angeles. And this week, we definitely have to talk about Ardan because Ardan is basically spreading drugs in the city to homeless people and makes it look like treats. That's something we're definitely going to talk about. We're also going to talk about Sarah and Kalifa, who finally meet, and we realize, wow, they still have chemistry. And we also definitely have to talk about the chemistry now between Jinn and Tonik. That and a lot more now with the next review here for the third episode, first season of Skylines here at AfterBuzz TV in LA.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yeah, hello, this is Benjamin Schnau again for you guys. It's another week, a new episode, which is called What I Need, right? And it's a very great title because we see that Noura is basically rapping about it, and Jinn is just, at the end, just taking that one line and makes a huge track out of it, which is very, very interesting. But let's start from the very, very beginning. I would like to talk about Ardan, because Ardan, for me personally, is getting a lot more power now. And what he does, for me personally, is very questionable because I still don't understand why he's doing that, because he pretty much gives drugs to homeless people in Frankfurt for free and is like spreading it out as treats. So you can't even see that they are drugs, which is okay, which I understand, but why is he giving it to homeless people for free? So this is really like a question mark to me. So please let me know what you guys think. I was thinking about it for so long, but I still can't understand why would he do that. Of course, what we also realize is that he was a very powerful man. I mean, Sarah is talking about that for a minute, that he was basically the head of hooligans and bouncers in Frankfurt for many, many years, and then he basically disappeared, right, as we all know. But now he's coming back and wants to recruit new people, new hooligans and bouncers to basically become the same powerful man again that he was in the past. So I'm still trying to figure out what is the constellation between his like ownership of these hooligans and bouncers, but also like dealing with these drugs and homeless people. So please let me know what you think about that. I'm still trying to figure it out, but you can definitely help me, I guess. But now, also very interesting, which I didn't see coming. I don't know what you guys think, but Sarah meets Khalifa. Haha, right? And what I realized right away is Khalifa definitely still feels something for her. I mean, come on, it was so obvious, right? It's like there is still some kind of chemistry, but I think both of them don't want to really talk about it because I think they live two different lives right now. So they can't really admit that there is still something going on. I mean, think about it. Like Sarah has a daughter, right? She's married, she has a husband, and also Khalifa has two daughters already, and he's also married to his wife for many years already, and they also want to buy a house right now. So I think the constellation is not the best for these right now, but still there is definitely some chemistry because as we all know, they had so much like history together, right? So Sarah was part of the rap group that he started with in Offenbach. Then he moved to Frankfurt, became a huge rapper, like with his own record label, Skyline Records. And now they're pretty much meeting on the street and want to have some coffee and talk about stuff. And what I found very interesting is that Sarah is not really telling him anymore that she is working for the police. So she kind of behaves a little bit undercover right now. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I mean, it makes kind of sense. I think she doesn't want to make him feel nervous or something, but she's not telling him anything about her life right now. So she's pretty much saying that she works for middle management, which for me was really funny to see. And also Khalifa is kind of lying to her as well. So they still have kind of chemistry, but they're also kind of lying to each other because I feel they don't want to destroy that chemistry by not really telling them their real identity right now or their real lives. So very, very interesting about this storyline. So I can't really wait to see what's going to happen in the next episode. But I also want to talk about Jinn and Tonik. And specifically about Jinn because this guy, I mean, we know that he's a talent, right? He's a really great producer, and he went into the studio with Noura, the German rapper that you guys might know from Frankfurt, right? She's also very established in Germany at the moment, and she is also part of the whole story and the whole show, which is really great to see as, again, that they also include real rappers from the real scene into this story and into this Netflix show. So that's really cool. And as we see, he's working on a beat, and she's pretty much just saying that line, you know what I mean? And he's using that line and is creating a whole song out of it, which was great to see. That really shows his real talent. But then at the end, I was really sad about it. I don't know how you felt about that, but I was sad because it was so obvious. Jinn was really trying to become or to be part of the songwriter camp in Berlin, that he was really working hard on that song. But at the end of the day, he went into Samir's office, and Samir is telling him that they sent Matteo to Berlin. And we all know why. Because Matteo told Samir that he did that track, that he did that remix that Jinn was working on with Noura. So that was really disappointing to me, right? I was kind of angry about Matteo. I don't know how you feel about it. Please let me know how you felt about the situation, because I was like, hey, he deserves so much more. But at the end of the day, he is in the studio and is working with one of the partners of Ardan, because Ardan is not just trying to do his drug business now. You can really tell that he's now also trying to become part of the music business that his brother is running for so many years as well. So he has his one colleague, right? Silan, this one lady, I think she's kind of the head of these kind of hooligans and bouncers, and she wants to rap. And as we all saw, come on, guys, she's not good, right? She's offbeat. I mean, her lines are crazy, a little bit too crazy if you ask me, a little bit too much, a little bit too over the top. But she cannot rap. I mean, she's offbeat. It sounds ridiculous. But he got to do what he got to do, Jinn, right? Because he has to prove himself. So he's in a very bad position at the moment because he wants to do so much more. But on the other hand, he's kind of dependent on the relationship between Khalifa and Ardan. So Ardan is really trying to take over right now. And I feel like Khalifa, for me personally, should do a little bit more to be who he is and really tell his brother, hey, that's still my business. I'm still running this company, and I'm an A&R, and my colleague Samir is the A&R. You can't just tell me who we should do music with, right? So that's a very, very interesting constellation right now. So I really hope Jinn gets kind of out of that situation and can still doing his own thing with the real musicians, right? Or the real rappers, or real genius people in this record studio. And then we see what's happening, right? That's not the end for Jinn, because now I feel like Jinn's storyline is kind of changing a little bit, because he's part of this criminal act that Silan is doing at the end, because she's pretty much beating up that one guy at the restaurant to show everybody, hey, I'm the boss of this town. I'm the boss of this area. You're not going to do anything without my permission. And Jinn is right in the middle of it and has to leave with her. So that's, I mean, honestly, please tell me what you guys thought, but I feel like, wow, he's kind of getting off track here right now. He wants to do music, and now they're really trying to take him out of there and really trying to get him into the criminal side as well. So hopefully he's going to get back, right? I really hope that for him, because he definitely has to go to Berlin at some point and really showing everyone that he's capable of really doing great tracks. But what is Samir doing? As soon as Jinn is leaving the office, Samir is basically publishing the song, the beat with Azad online. And there was something where I was thinking, hey, wait a second. Jinn was telling Samir from the very beginning, this track is for Jinn. No, it's for Tonik and myself, right? I did that for Tonik. He's going to rap on that. We can't really use that for Azad. But he's just publishing it. And I'm still asking, so why did he do that? Is he trying to, because I'm still like, why is he doing this kind of action right now? They talked about it, and he didn't do anything before, and now out of a sudden, when he realized that Jinn is a little bit upset not going to Berlin, he's just publishing that beat. So what is he trying to achieve here right now? I don't know what you guys think, but please let me know what you think Samir is trying to achieve with like publishing that beat or this track with Azad online. Because what happened at the end, Jinn is meeting Tonik at his sister's home, and is pretty much freaking out, which I understand, because Tonik still thought, this is our beat. We're not going to do anything with that. So this is really kind of a like F-up situation, if you ask me, right? So I'm really curious right now what's going to happen next the next couple of weeks. So please stay tuned, right? I hope you liked it. That was the next review of this week of the third episode of the first season of the Netflix show Skylines here at AfterBuzz TV in Los Angeles. I hope you liked it. Please follow me on Instagram and also Facebook. It's at Benjamin Schnau. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.